Welcome, my Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your Timeless True Love timeline reading. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive, the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Can't believe I've been doing this that long. I am the author of 2 books with the 3rd one on the way. The first one is called Spell Ingredients. The second one is called Words of Grace. There is a Kindle version available of Words of Grace and a link in the description box that, when clicked, allows you to preview the first chunk of it for free, including the table of contents. You'll see it is mostly divided into chakra chapters. This is a chakra dense reading, so you might find it helpful. The original version of Words of Grace, though, which is a Fellini film fest compared to the amount of editing we had to do to make it all fit on Kindle, well, that's available over on patreon.com/drawing the circle in our digital shop. Ooh, we got some flippers in the deck here, and we'll see how that goes. You can also find my other book, Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch, over in our digital shop on Patreon. We got audios, we got videos, classes, workshops, lectures, meditations, and prayers over there if you want to check it out. Some of my subscribers get those ebooks, audios, and videos as part of their subscription package. In fact, God Got Us, our top tier, gets all of it, but the majority of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. They get a daily check-in when I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream like pretty much every single morning. We chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a spiritual practice to send us on our way. And that's the wisest way for this witch to start their day, if I do say so myself. They also get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, as well as they get an extensive discount when booking me for a private session. We'll talk about that at the end of the video if you want more deets on that. And I love it. You can follow us for free. We got a lot of free followers now, which is fun, making content specifically for them, as well as you can 7-day free trial us. You can shop in the store, so much cool stuff. So if you feel so intuitively drawn or just interested, click the link and check it out. We're having a lot of fun over there. So come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. You could just call me Mal. It's easier, right? 3 letters instead of all of that. Hi, my gems. Hope you are outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. Right, Synergy? So let's do some explanation for the new Geminis and Crosswatchers, and then we will jump into the divination. Feel free to jump ahead if you like, and if you've heard it all before. But this series is a little bit different. We're using the same cards as we did the past couple of times I've done this series. But what we're looking at now on planet Earth is a desperate need for true love to manifest in our lives, in what I call the golden true love timeline of our each individual lifetimes, looking at the hero's journey, the healing path, the spiritual, whatever you want to call it, through our relationships in this lifetime. And I know everybody wants their true love match, the romantic sexual ones. These are not always romantic sexual readings. We'll see what cards hit the table. But for surezies, everyone has one. And the way that we make our way to them is by healing our relationships with everybody else in our lives, a highly individualized curriculum for each and every one of us. So what we're going to do is we're going to get 3 Daughters of the Moon Tarot for the heart, throat, third eye, crown, past, present, and future in the timeline. Face down. Then we will get 3 Mythic Tarot for the lower 3 chakras, the masculine dynamic, looking at yourself from the outside in, like looking in a mirror, you from the inside looking out at people, places, and things, relationships in the physical world. Past, present, future, we'll get 3 of those face down. Then we will flip them, past, present, then future. Once the chakras are on the table, we will get a Whisper of Love from the Whisper of Love Oracle by Angelo, consecrated to the higher selves of all involved, not just the Geminis and the Crosswatchers, but anybody else who might be involved. And we will end with one Matt Kahn healing mantra, because it's all about healing, right? So even the most toxic people in your life, the most codependent, abusive, neglectful patterns that we incarnated into before we ever took a breath in this life, as we heal that, we all heal, because quantum unity or something like that. Vibrational whoozy what's this, timey-wimey wibbly wobbly. So there is our explanation. Let's get into the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. I'm doing that myself. Stay grounded. It is an air sign read. And focus on your breath if you will. And I promise I will do anything I can to help anyone navigate their way into the golden true love timeline of this lifetime, making the wisest, most loving, most empowered choices and decisions in our relationships so that we heal and so that all of us heal. All right, let's do it. Please take a nice deep breath. And here we go. Stop it. My goddesses, please override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved goddesses, please, 3 cards in clarity, face down, heart, throat, third eye, crown, internal, feminine energy dynamic for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross watchers. Where have they been on the path of true love? Heart, throat, third eye, crown. Where are they now in the true love timeline? Heart, throat, third eye, crown, point of power is always in the present moment. And where are they headed if they just do their best to make the most wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions in the golden true love timeline for this true love timeline read? Let's get these next 3 on the table, face down, and then we will flip them over past, present, and future. Please take a nice deep breath. That was good. Still point. My gods override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved gods, 3 cards in clarity. Face down, lower 3 chakras, outside in, inside out, looking at relationships in the physical world. Where have the Geminis and the cross watchers been on the in the timeless true love timeline? Where are they now? Point of power always in the present moment. And where are they headed if they just do their best to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions in their relationship for this timeless true love timeline read? Let's look. Ooh, well, we've definitely been there. Let's see, heart, third eye, crown, you got the 5 of flames, Pele the volcano, that would be the 5 of wands in traditional Rider-Waite-based tarot Pele. Now, the thing about the 5s is they are numbers of change, and volcanoes are not necessarily peaceful things once they erupt. But this can be about passion, this can be about anger, this can be all sorts of stuff, heart, third eye, crown, but usually when it's a fire element, it's throat chakra, the choices and decisions. So we could be smoldering, right? All that magma under the earth's crust, building and building and building and shooting up and through. And with the 3 of Pentacles, there is a solid and stable foundation here of earth. So I would say absolutely there were a bunch of people involved in this. 3 of Pentacles, just the way this is vibing, is this might have been a tribal situation. Now, tribal could be your family, could be your friends, could be political leaning, right? Anywhere more than 2 or more, 3 or more, let's say, are gathered. This could be a family thing, a family pattern, but a nice solid foundation like a tripod. Tripods don't wibble wobble, right? A 4-legged table can, a 3-legged table can't. So a good solid foundation here, but one that might have released a lot of internal power kind of blasting through. This could be a Kundalini awakening, even going from the root up to the crown chakra. Let's see where you are now. Oh, well, there we go. Okay, well, there's a pentacle thing going on here. but you've got a major arcana card, the card of oppression. This is a feminist deck, so they're kind of light on the masculine patriarchal vibe. This is the Devil card. It's split it into two, this and the Coyote Woman. So we are looking at chains of pain. We are looking at fear. Here we have a woman buried under rocks, but the rocks have faces on them. So that can be all sorts of stuff. Now, as we said here, with that Three of Pentacles in the past, this could be tribal. So this could be inherited fear, inherited patterns, inherited chains of pain, abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss going on here. But with the Eight of Pentacles in the lower three chakras, we are looking at some hard work being done here, right? Putting your head down, maybe healing yourself, or maybe this is about a work situation. Remember, yes, we all want the romantic, sexual, true love matches, but, you know, even the people at your work or whatever tribal thing might be going on here, this does feel like a bunch of people, could absolutely be a family pattern passed down for thousands of years, was all in play before you ever drew breath in this life. You incarnated into this stuff. So there are some fears, some chains of pain, some limitations there, but it could also be the fear of what others might think, right? You know, and, you know, I say to people rather often, I didn't incarnate for you. I incarnated for all of us. Thank you very much. I am on a mission in this life because I would like this to be my last incarnation in this level of the illusion of separation. And what an interesting place you end up in should you do your best. You got the Three of Cups, a card of celebration. Definitely heart chakra vibe there, right? Bonding is the word here. So this could be a healing of the heart, going from the Three of Pentacles in the outer to really a sense of self-acceptance, a sense of self-love, and again, a three, a stable foundation with the Lover's card. Now, when it's a major arcana card in a chakric zone, the way I read, just like you got here with the card of oppression, it's all of those on the inner here in your present moment, but here with the Lovers, the Judgment of Paris. How the Trojan War was started when the goddess Eris did not get invited to a wedding, so she took one of the golden apples, wrote to the most beautiful goddess on it, and threw it into the wedding reception. Hera, Aphrodite, and Athena, pictured on the cards here, all jumped for the apple. None of the gods wanted to decide which one to give it to, so they called Paris. Paris, not the city. I don't think it had been created yet, right? This is ancient Greece here. And each of the goddesses offered Paris a little thing, a little shady deal on the side. Hera said, you give me that apple, and I will give you power over all things in this world, particularly political power, queen of the gods. Athena said, you give me that apple and I will give you ultimate wisdom. There will be nothing you don't know. That makes sense. Aphrodite said, you give me that apple and I will give you the most beautiful woman on the planet as your true love, who is Helen of Troy, married to another guy. It started the Trojan War, if you're familiar with the mythology of it. So this is a life-changing decision. There's a difference between a choice and a decision. Choice has consequence. Oh, I think I'll have lunch, right? Maybe you get gas, maybe you know you're eating healthy or whatever. But life-changing decision is different. It's like saying, that's it. I'm done with this, I'm changing my life, I'm moving to Guam or whatever that may be here as a result of this, but it's coming from a more, I would say, open, loving heart place here. So be careful of your choices and decisions, and sometimes a choice can end up being a decision, and a decision can just be a choice, and mileage may vary. So, chakras on the table. Let's ask the higher selves of all involved for a whisper of love to help you with this. There are romance cards in this deck, so let's see. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved, higher selves of all involved. Fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above. What is the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, insight needed by the Geminis and the collectives to assist them in navigating the golden true love timeline for this True Love Timeline reading. Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Now, what I see here then is that, yes, there is definitely some self-healing going on here. This could be an act of compassion. Certainly give your attention to someone else, purely that they might have some insight for you here. Now, I do feel like that's kind of here, right? So you might be feeling a little restricted, a little afraid, a little whatever going on there. So this Eight of Pentacles, like I said, it does feel tribal. It feels like 3 or more people involved here. So for you to give your attention to someone else, even if that someone is many people, right? You know, charity work, or, you know, you pray for people, you do healing work on yourself, you're helping everybody holographically, but this seems more like, okay, I am going to put this into a place which of course will open your heart, but then provide you with a crossroads, a life-changing decision here. Okay, do something for someone else. Let's get this Matt Kahn healing card on the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Masters Override. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. My beloved Ascended Masters, please, one card in clarity for the Gemini Collective and their cross-watchers. What is the perfectly precise healing mantra to assist the Gemini Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross-watchers to navigate the golden true love timeline with Pele and 3 of Pentacles behind them, oppression and 8 of Pentacles where they are right now, and leading them to a 3 of Cups and Lovers crossroads thing here, doing something for somebody else for this timeless true love timeline reading. Unhooking the past. There's nothing to regret when I learned from my past. And Aries got this one in this series. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for telling me to turn my head and check that. So there's only one bookie book reading. If you're new, it just means I read it from the bookie book, because though I know all of these mantras by heart, the bookie book's not so much. And Matt Kahn truly is a spiritual genius. He's helped me a lot. His YouTube channel, Matt Kahn, K-A-H-N, like Kubla, Genghis, or Chakra, or even Madeline Kahn, could be helpful. There's nothing to regret when I learn from my past. And as we see, we got some trickies going on there. When you unhook the past, you are able to see crucial moments of growth from fresh perspectives. This allows you to see the mistakes of your past as catalysts for development, not as something you did wrong, because we all are doing the best that we can. And that's why I think doing something for someone else might even be letting them off the hook, particularly in a cross-watcher read. It is an opportunity to see how your previous actions could have been better aligned with your highest values. When you learn today the things you didn't know before, you are able to meet your current circumstances with renewed clarity, so the past can be unhooked instead of repeated. Now, I will recommend the book, The Seat of the Soul by Gary Zukav. In it, he says that there is a thing called the compassionate response of the universe, which will give you the same lesson over and over and over in different forms, not as a punishment, not as karmic retribution, but that's how much the divine loves us. It's like, no, try again, sweetheart. It's okay. You have things you came in to do in this life. Watch some NDEs and near-death experience videos on YouTube. These confessions, they all essentially say the same thing. Why do they get sent back? Right? They could have been like, oh, I'm done. But no, they go back because they're like, oh, all right, I have to unhook that. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to come back and do it again. So this mantra is ideal for overcoming self-criticism, releasing shame, and being more open-minded, which is really good for air signs and anybody dating them or dealing with them. Just keep an open mind. So If you are new to my work here on the Tube of You, we end all of my readings with what's called the blessimation. It's a combination of the word blessing and summation. It's a word we came up with over on Patreon. And though I never know what's going to come out of my mouth when I do a reading, I really have no idea for the blessimation. So buckle up, both feet on the floor, and one last time, at least for this reading. Please take a nice deep breath. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine on behalf of the Gemini collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their cross watchers. May they be blessed with all that they need to navigate the golden true love timeline, helping them to make the wisest, most loving, most empowering choices and decisions, because where they have been might have been problematic. Some rage, some passion, maybe even some Kundalini creativity here, upping them up a level with a nice solid 3 of Pentacles foundation that they built upon, bringing them to the 8 of Pentacles, doing their work, maybe keeping their head down while dealing with whatever limitations, heaviness, societal pressures, ancestral whoosy-whatses that has been passed down to them as they free themselves from those chains of bondage, fear, shame, pain, what have you, so that they can get where they need to go here with an open heart, a friendly heart to themselves and to everyone else, with those 3 of Cups on the inner, with a life-changing decision whether or not to do that. Can they make Hera the wisest, Athena the wisest, the Aphrodite most loving, and the Hera most powerful decision they can make here to do something for someone else, to give their attention to someone else who may be in need or may be suffering what they have suffered there, so that they can all unhook the past, because there's nothing to regret when they learn from their past. And may they be blessed with all that they need to heal, to grow, to learn, to evolve, to be the best that they can be, making the most loving, wise, empowered decisions and choices they can, shifting them to the golden true love timeline for happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser lives. And in happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser ways, for a happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser world in all of our relationships, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. Tingle, 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 tingle. It was good. Okay, granted, there are some womp-womps here, womp-womps. But, you know, the devil card ain't fun. But if it's going to get you to the lovers, the opposite of fear is love. Course in Miracles is the opposite of fear is love, but with that which is all-encompassing can truly have no opposite. The illusion of separation and all that stuff. So there's something here about taking what you've learned and doing something for someone else and helping them do that. And you're going to learn from your past and therefore unhook it so it does not have to be repeated. So if you find this reading to be inspiring, a little helpful, a little clue, a little tip, a little hint, please hit the like button. It helps other people find the reading. If you want more of me here on YouTube, please do subscribe. I'm fun, putting out more videos of my kitten, Samuel, who's wonderful. You can look at the thumbnail for this one. You'll see my 3 boys. I almost said Sebastian, Sammy, Belzy, and Melchior. Sebastian reincarnated as Samuel. And certainly, if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. We're having so much fun over there. I love my patrons. Get more and more free followers too, so I'm making content specifically for them, though, you know, the subscribers get to see that stuff too. You can follow us for free. You can 7-day free trial. You can shop in the store and really click the menu, check it out. We got a lot of good stuff coming on there, and particularly with the new book in process. It'll probably take another 2 years to write though, but I am going to be putting out exclusive content for my subscribers there. So click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. You can't go wrong, but you can't just call me Mal. And if you would like to book me for a private session, there is a video that I made for my 25th anniversary of my company, Join the Circle Productions Incorporated. May 1st, 2023 was our 25th anniversary, and I was living in Holbrook, Long Island at the time. I didn't know I'd be moving to Saratoga Springs, where I am now, so I got to remake that video. And that video does explain booking private sessions with Mal, explains everything you need to know essentially about booking a reading with me, except now I have days set aside at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs, New York. You contact them directly. They let me know you booked. I come in, I read you, then I come home, take care of the cats, and do more of this stuff. But the most important thing I say in that reading is that I've never turned anybody away because of lack of finances. Where there is a witch, there's a way. I'm a witch, so there's a way. We can work it out, but it has to be mutually beneficial to all involved. As well as I am now taking clients in my house. I know I got to get to know the people first, right, before they come over and find out where I live and all that. But the majority of the work that I'm doing is on video, obviously. So when somebody books me for a reading on video, I do a Zoom recording. In other words, I send them a link, they jump into the conversation, we record the whole thing so that they do not have to memorize or remember or take notes. It's a conversation, and I love doing it. At the end of the video, I send them a link so they can download it. They download it, they tell me they downloaded it, and then I delete it from the cloud because total confidentiality is really key ethically for me to continue doing what I do with harm to none and blah blah blah. So click the link. It's a fun video. I will be making a new one eventually, but it makes my mom laugh, so it will always be here on YouTube. And certainly I have to say that my move here to Saratoga was a great, big, huge positive thing. I'm 15 minutes away from my parents. They are older, obviously, being my parents. So I know that parental relationships, family relationships are important because we inherited a lot of patterns, positive as well as negative, lead to gold, however you want to see that. So there is something here about participation, even though a lot of internal stuff might be going on here for the Gemini and or the Cross Watcher, that there is an opportunity here to reach out and a life-changing decision, but definitely more of a friendly one with that Three of Cups. So unhook the past, right? Better to unhook it than to have it repeat over and over and over again, and you really don't want to have to reincarnate for that, do you? No, neither do I. So hang in there. I believe in you. Stay outrageous. Stay truly, truly, truly outrageous. I love you. You got this. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.